welcome back to another Vtuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Just so you guys know, this is a pre-recording, so yeah. Reason why it's a pre-recording, because this video will go up on my birthday and I will not have time to record. Anyway, without further ado, the monster girl we will be reading about today is the Sandworm. Yes, that potentially incredibly deadly creature that lives in the desert. I mean, I doubt it's too deadly for men nowadays, but I digress. Anyway, Sandworm, family worm, type arthropod. A big-ass arthropod, I should say, but, you know, habitat desert, no duh. Nature simple. Diet carnivorous, favors wild animals, and I bet a certain substance that only is produced by human men. Anyway, the Sandworm is a gargantuan arthropodal monster that lives in the desert. I almost keep trying. I keep misswallowing occasionally there. That lives in the desert. At a glance, sandworms appear to keep their grotesque form they possessed during the reign of the previous overlord, except for the beautiful woman in their mouth that serves as a tongue or lore. I mean, for one thing, the lore is probably working for some very thirsty guys. Anyway, in actuality, the woman is the center of the organism. Sandworms travel briskly through the sand as if swimming, but while burrowed, they close their mouth of their leviathan outer bodies to protect their soft, sensitive inner flesh, as though in mountainous stone shell. Alright. Sandworms have limited intelligence and are very dangerous. They attack according to the whims of their active appetites and libidos. They spend most of their time burrowed under the sand, but when an animal suitable for food or a prospective husband partner approaches above, they soar from the sand and swallow up their prey like a leviathan. After capturing it in their mouth, they seal up their shell and drag it down into the sand. To something I cannot pronounce, Nirvana, I think. Observes it. Oh, naive. Sorry, it says naive. Two naive observers. Alright. Note that is the first time I came across the written word of naive. Alright. It may very well look as if sandworms eat men, but of course they do not actually chew men up or digest them. Oh boy. Instead, they wrap their beauteous inner bodies around the man, like a tongue and violate him in... and, wait. Around him like a tongue. And violate him. In stark contrast to their imposing shell, the oral cavity of the sandworm is covered in soft folds of flesh and contains a supple, sensual, feminine body. This form is specialized to love men, to love a man, and represent the monster's genitals. Alright. Every inch of it is an erogenous zone, adapted to give the man pleasure and taste his bliss. The oral cavity secretes a sticky fluid known as digestive fluid. Hang on, didn't they just say that? Oh, it's probably more like an aphrodisiac, right? Which poses no direct harm to the human body, though it will melt away clothes or armor the man may be wearing. When appeared to this skin, it melts his ability to resist pleasure, while the sandworm's forceful method of capture has led to many misunderstandings. She is by no means violent. Her pleasuring is gentle as she enfolds and engulfs him in her slick, shiny, censorious body. It is like she is lapping up the man's every flavor as she embraces him in her viscous, carnal clutches. I mean, every taste of the man's flavor. Does that mean she willingly tastes the inner side of his butt? Just wondering. You never know. I mean, they do say every taste, which would include that. So would she actually stick like a smaller tongue in there? Or is that just something my brain wants to know? Once a sandworm has obtained a husband, they live together in the mouth of the beast. So to speak, so that she can protect him from the heat, sand, and desecration of the desert. Indeed, sandworms are so protective of their man that they do more than just seal up their shell. They also extend their inner walls of flesh and keep them slick, with sticky fluids guarding the man. A layer after layer of crushing, to be sure. To be sure that not stretch. Alright, that sounded like a typo. Or me fucking up, but who knows. Not a single grain of sand will infringe upon him. The sandworm also lights the closed off space with her mana, so her husband can see her clearly, and uses walls of flesh to make the mouth of the beast as comfortable living as best a comfortable living environment, such as by providing a place for his effects that is separated from the place where they intertwine. Thus, the sandworm's husband leads a blissful life of, hokey pokey. Blissful life of hokey pokey day after day in a bedroom encased by her flesh. And now onwards to the little bit of text that is below the additional artwork, which I will describe a bit, but I can't actually show for obvious reasons, cause YouTube's a bitch and all. It essentially just is a depiction of the, I guess, sandworm in action with a future husband, I guess. And let's just say it's not censored whatsoever. I mean, you mostly see that of the well, I guess center of the creature. A man trapped in the oral cavity of a sandworm is enfolded between the womanly form and a wall of flesh wrapped around, or in a door from head to toe. He feels as though he is melting. I mean, I think he first thought there is, oh shit, I think I'm being eaten. Wait a minute. I'm feeling good. Honestly. I mean, I wouldn't really go for the sandworm though. But, you know, to each their own. Like, goddamn. You have to be really fucking thirsty for this one, lads. Like, damn. But, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this Vtuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. And I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever I'll be making or streaming. Coincidentally, I am recording this yesterday, but I should probably have streamed something yesterday because I actually don't feel like recording since I don't have a lot of time. And have a little bit of prep work, actually. So, yeah. Anyway, again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!